Alright. What is up, people? How y'all doing today? I forgot one thing, man. I knew I was forgetting something. Well, the last title for the Twitch thing, yeah, that's not what we're talking about today. I forgot to change that. I'm sorry. Of course, they had to stop like this. But anyways, how you guys doing? My name is Nick Diaz. I'm here with Alan Shakazine and good old Jed Jackson doing not only a pre-show, obviously, because 8-Bit Crime is about to start, but also our own show. Our own shit, finally. The Chat Attack. How's it going, y'all? Alan, how is your day treating you, good sir?
Well, I'm still alive, so we're there.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that could be a bad thing, too. I was going to say Brad thing. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know what Brad thing is, but I would hope to not insult anybody named Brad where I just said that I don't give a fuck if it's a Brad thing or not. Jet, how are you doing today?
I mean, I could be better. Hopefully this payment that I canceled actually cancels and they don't ship out that shit that I accidentally bought.
Yeah,
Did
so...
you do it on PayPal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it's already going to take the money out and it's probably already shipped.
Yep.
No, I had to end up calling the company and shit. But the thing is, it's like from China. So.
Yeah, no, it's fucked up that that happens to you guys. I haven't had anything happen yet, but to Alan's point that he's been telling us for about a few years now, PayPal is
That's when I took the payment. It was just like, oh shit, I better cancel it on the site.
No, it's fucking
anyway,
ridiculous.
If you want to cancel this, you're gonna have to email us or call us. But anyway, like since you placed the order, we're gonna take 5% out anyway. Bitch.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But I don't know, man. You guys have some pretty fucking bad luck with PayPal, and I'm not, like I said, I hope that's the reason why I keep like defending PayPal a little bit. I don't know if you guys can tell that I'm doing that, but I'm constantly just like, well, I haven't noticed anything because I don't want them to fuck with me. I depend very, very much on PayPal, and I really do not want anything to happen. Oh, yep, and there we go. Double Toast is now hosting the stream, so I'm glad that everything worked. I love that gift, that dude. That shit is hilarious as fuck, and that's the thing that we're doing tonight, by the way, people. I'm trying out a couple of Twitch alerts, and next week, or next show, basically tomorrow, I'm going to be trying out a bunch for Facebook and YouTube as well. So every time you guys subscribe, every time you guys follow, anything like that, I will get a big notification on screen to, hey, to show that you guys are the shit and you guys are supporting us, because I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, so I'm surprised, Alan, you haven't found any other like PayPal-esque thing. Like, have you ever tried one and it sucked or anything? Or
No, there aren't any. What do you mean? What do you mean try one? Like there are like a lot of the ones like Venmo or whatever the fuck. A lot of places don't take it, and mostly that's America. So really, the only international freaking one is PayPal. And I fucking hate them. I think they're one of the worst companies out there. I've never called PayPal and got a solution to one of my fucking problems. It's always, well, the system can't, we can't control the system. The system already did it. You got to call your bank. Fuck you. Like, I had to deal with this problem like 24 hours ago where I accidentally sent, I was trying to get a $50 Visa card. Like, I was trying to use it, but I couldn't use it online. I'm like, well, let me put it to my PayPal. I mean, maybe that'll work. And I was like, oh, add money. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then it just shows my bank account and credit card, but it doesn't say like it's not clear what the fuck it means. So it just said add money. So I thought that'd be another option. So I clicked it and it just said money. I'm like, well, fuck. Okay, that's accidental. Okay, let me call PayPal. This has been 30 seconds. Like, well, you have to call your bank because we're not allowed to control the system. Like, I didn't even fucking let the woman talk. I just hung the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I go to my bank. Yeah. Because I know what the answer is going to be. So I go to my bank and they're looking at me like I'm a crazy person. Like, it takes like 2 days for that to happen. We can't do anything right now because you just did it. Like, and PayPal can't help you. I'm like, no. So I'm like, fuck it. At some point in the next week, PayPal's gonna take $50 out of my fucking whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, Marissa's saying you can't use PayPal. Okay, that's fine. I could have learned that lesson without having to lose $50.
Yeah, true. But I appreciate Marissa even saying that because obviously sometimes we miss a couple of things, whatever. I know many times I've been complaining about like, man, fucking Stream Deck sucks, and somebody's like, well, hey, did you have it hooked up to a USB dongle? And I was like, yeah, okay, well, don't do that. And then, I plugged into something else, like the way it's supposed to be, and it still didn't work. So it's like, it wasn't me, but it could have easily have been me, because I didn't know that, especially there's these rules that they don't tell you in the manual. Apparently, and by the way, if any of you guys actually have this, do not hook up any kind of Stream Deck stuff or any, Xbox One controllers to one of those dongles, those 4-way dongles, USB-wise, because if you do that, the signal doesn't get to where it's supposed to get to in your computer, and then all of a sudden your shit just doesn't work. And since you're forcing it to do something,
dongle or USB hub? What are you
hub, the USB hub, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say it right.
That sucks because I'm like, fuck. I have a 10-port USB hub. I ain't getting rid of it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like there might be situations where maybe you have a really good brand of hub, you know what I mean, and you know your shit. But me, I'm a cheap guy. You know, I like to
That's fair, yeah.
yeah. So, you know, I probably got a shitty one, and that's why this stuff doesn't work. If you guys have like a USB 3.0 one or whatever the
Yep.
fuck, maybe you're good, you know. But yeah, for me, I fuck up sometimes. But really quick, I'm gonna just check the chats. I should check ahead of time so I'm not embarrassed when there's nobody in there. But yep, there's nobody in there. I'm embarrassed. Good old YouTube, empty as fuck. People on YouTube, man. If you guys do watch on there, and I see that there's like 2 people watching right now, say something. Anytime you guys say something, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna bring up your comments live on the show, and we can hang out. We can chill, tap the chat, all that good stuff. Because there's a purpose to the fucking phrase now. It's not just a thing that we scream at the end because we have no idea how to end shows.
No, that's exactly what it is.
Because that's how it was back in the day. It was like, I even told Anthony, I was like, hey man, we end the show awkward. He's like, oh, I have an idea. What is it? Just scream and tap the chat. Why? Because it's words. It's like, all right.
Yeah, Anthony was kind of nuts.
Yeah. And so am I.
Why not just a decent like? Anyway, bye everybody.
Yes. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? But yeah, Jed, by the way, too, are you ever going to tell anybody what the fuck is that picture? I'm pretty sure some people probably know what it is. I don't know what it is. What is this avatar?
What are you talking about?
The avatar. Oh, you gonna do that thing again?
What?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't got nothing.
It's Jet. The less questions you ask, the happier you'll be.
Yeah, pretty much. Or happier you'll be. One
Yeah,
thing too,
that's
not
good.
to harp on the whole PayPal thing, but just so you guys know,
Fuck PayPal.
there's other things on here, and let me know if you guys.
I'm not using no goddamn Amazon Pay.
Okay, well, no. The thing about Amazon is I could just put my fucking debit and credit card information, and it's like, yeah, okay, they've been good to me. I refuse to ever do that on Steam or PSN because they get hacked every 3 days.
Yeah, there's another one called To Checkout. This is another one where it looks simplified.
That looks sketchy as fuck, dude.
See,
Okay.
I actually downloaded one recently because there's one site that I bought this medication from. Basically, it's called Zeal or something like that.
Oh,
They
is that-
wanted their payment through there, and it was just like, okay, I never used this before, but apparently a whole bunch of people on the App Store downloaded it, and it's fine. Tried it out, sent the payment. They didn't take any taxes out, but they sent my item. I checked my statement. They took exactly the amount they said, and
That's
that
good.
was that.
This is actually a really cool thing too. Stripe. This is one that actually has kind of a hub that shows you like how often you take money out, how much money you put in, and that graph kind of tells you if your life is going well. You know what I mean? Which is cool. It's like, I mean, I'm pretty sure if I'm spending money and I'm broke, I'll know that I'm not doing so great. But it's nice that there's like a physical, visual graph that says, hey man, you spend a lot. It's like,
See,
okay,
the
thank you.
problem with a lot of these alternatives, like just like Alan said, is that a lot of sites, when you do the checkout, you want that certain thing on that site. It will send you straight to PayPal. So like,
Yeah.
if you mess up on PayPal, they take the money out, and then you go to, oh shit, I didn't mean to use that card. In my circumstance, I used the wrong fucking card. Yeah, I'm calling, and then like when you go back, they already took the payment out. They already sent you the email, and then PayPal just tells you, hey, you gotta deal with the retailer first. Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
God.
if you cancel like that fucking like transaction that I did, I won't have to deal with them because they can just say like, oh, it was canceled. No, we couldn't take any money out.
Well, we can't
But you
control the
did.
system.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. Mauricio over there in the chat. Actually, I haven't seen you on the YouTube chat ever, man. I always feel like you're on our Twitch, but yeah, thank you for saying the first thing over there in the YouTube chat. Hopefully, Ryan Watches It comes in there and saves the day. I actually like to. I want to name the YouTube chat. I want to name it. What do you call that? After. That's the word. I want to name it after Walterson because that dude.
Wow,
is
did
always
you have a
like,
stroke?
yeah, there's so many windows going on here, and plus I
What?
keep getting thrown off because my shit's freezing constantly.
Yeah, but the thing about all the other alternatives you had is the most important thing is that, and not a lot of people use them. The thing what makes PayPal work is because everyone uses it and it's secure.
Mhm.
Literally, it's like one of the things, like they are secure. Like I've never had any, like, to PayPal's benefit, I've never had any money stolen. I've never had any money issues. Like except for the time where they kept trying to steal my money, but that's a different issue. I've never had any. They've always been secure, so I have to kind of give them credit there with the two stripe and whatever the fuck you're talking about. It's like, who knows that that can get hacked? Not a lot of people use it, which means they're not putting a lot of money into security. It could easily get hacked or whatever the fuck. So it's like PayPal. It's the most secure thing there. That's why it's used on every fucking website. It just happens to be awful fucking customer service.
Yeah. But we'll get into topics now and everything, guys. I said to them beforehand, I feel like shit. I want to try a couple things out in the Discord. A few things is going on, and we've been doing shows every single. I don't think we missed a day this week. So because of that, just kind of want to get this through pretty quickly and hang out with you guys in Discord. So we're gonna get into topics very very quickly. By the way, too, speaking of all the shows we've done and everything, Solid is 26. So you are a huge shit talker, but I will
fuck
say,
you.
well, yeah. But, but the thing is, though, I just want to apologize to him.
I'll fight that motherfucker. I'll fucking code myself into the chat and beat the shit out of you.
Well, the biggest thing is that last night, him and Hovig got an argument, and Hovig went in on him pretty bad. at least written in the chat. I didn't know that was happening because I was like doing so many things, like on my end, finding topics and getting all the visuals up together. But just so you know, man, Hovig is very like. He's not used to doing the podcast, and he probably doesn't know you well, so he probably took what you said as like a big fuck you and whatever the fuck. But yeah, I was gonna tell him to stop being a dick, or whatever, like on the fucking show. But at the same time, it's just me and him, so that'd be kind of weird. But once again, I apologize for him, and honestly, I don't know where the argument was because Solid is I gotta say, like you were right. I mean, the pre-tape shit. I mean, that's been the case for so many times, but then again, I never been to one of these WrestleMania accesses, so maybe I'm fucking stupid. But yeah. Anyways, moving on though. I'm pretty sure that's one thing too, Alan. With you and Solid always fighting, I'm pretty sure now you might like Hovig a little bit more, maybe.
Nope. I had no problems with Hovig. I haven't talked to that motherfucker in like a year and a half.
Yeah, no, yeah. One of these days, you gotta talk about Star Wars with him again. So just start that fight.
Yeah, well, hey, I was gonna say we should have brought him on the fucking Rise of Skywalker review, so he'll be like, "Yo, man, you're right."
But anyways, yeah. So we'll get the fuck out of here with this stuff and get right into the topics. Now, one thing we talked about a while ago, we were kind of like just taken aback by the idea that there's going to be a Fugitive movie, and apparently Albert Hughes is directing, and it's official. It's happening. Good old Fugitive.
Which is super confusing because there's a TV series with Kiefer Sutherland that's coming out on Quibi, whatever the fuck that is. And it's the same premise, but I think it's different. I think it's a different thing called The Fugitive.
Really? Okay, so it just has the same name. It's like Condemned, the game, and then the movie completely different.
Yeah, it must be like that because it's like I mean, honestly, The Fugitive is a pretty. I love The Fugitive. That's one of my favorite movies. I watched it when I was a kid when I was 14, and I remember that because it would go on TV, but my parents would never let me watch it because it was like 14A. So when I was finally 14, I was allowed to watch it, and it was awesome. I watched it with my dad. It was a great fucking movie. Mm-hmm. But it's just a simple premise. Like, yeah, this dude gets accused of killing his wife. He has to run across the fucking city away from Tommy Lee Jones, who's trying to capture him. And it's just a chase movie. It was one of the first ones I saw as a kid, and I liked it. The idea of remaking it, I'm like, why? Like, there's 100 chase movies every day that come out. Like, there's nothing about The Fugitive that's special besides that it just was maybe like, I don't know. It had what's his face, Harrison Ford, when he was like at the height of his stardom.
Well, like that's the biggest thing too. Is like as far as chase movies, I think half of what that fucking Michael Bay movie was basically a chase movie, especially the beginning. Oh, what was it called? Six Underground.
Yeah, Six Underground. Yeah, but it's a different. They're like it's Fast and Furious, anti-Fast and Furious, as I heard someone say once. So it's not really a chase kind of movie. You're thinking more of a John Wick 3 or type situation where he's running away from people. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the biggest thing, though, is that looking at a situation like this, I feel like, there is a place for Fugitive to be. But the thing is, like, I heard they got pretty much the same type of people to come back. And we want to see, like, this story kind of taken into a modernized, like, holy shit, like, the fucking adrenaline, the fucking pump is just going fast kind of way. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but they did a sequel a few years later. What was it? U.S. Marshals. And we have like Eagle Eyes, a futuristic chase. Like, there's nothing about The Fugitive that needs to be remade. Like, you could just make another movie where a dude runs away from the law. Like, I've seen foreign action movies with the same exact plot. Like, as I say, this movie doesn't need remaking because there's nothing unique about it.
So when you get these remakes, do you feel older? When you notice that these things are old enough now, or maybe some people are like, oh, I like this idea of The Fugitive, and then people find out, oh my god, it's a remake. What? How does it make you feel, just as far as like a, in a different way, philosophically?
I never got that whole I'm so old thing because a lot of the stuff I absorbed when I was a kid, it was not at the right time anyway. Like, I watched everything years later just because of bootlegs and just because I couldn't afford or I didn't know. I didn't watch Jurassic Park till like a year and a half ago. Like, the movie came out like fucking 94 or some crazy shit. So it's like, this idea, I feel so old. Nah, not really. I mean, yeah, some of my favorite shows, yeah, I'm sure there are people that don't know what the fuck Powerpuff Girls are or think it's a god-awful fucking new show. Or they don't know what the fuck the original Teen Titans are. But it's like, oh, no, I'm so old. It's like, no, I grew up in a different generation than other fucking people did. And I'm like, I'm comfortable with my age.
See, like for me, I think the day, because I know this day is gonna happen, but when the day happens that Speed is remade, I'm gonna feel like, whoa, dude, what the fuck happened to me? Because like,
It
look at
did. It
even
was
this.
called it was called 12 Rounds.
Oh, I never seen it. Is that the one with
I
John
think
Cena?
John Cena is in it.
Yeah, John Cena was in, and John Cena even doesn't like the movie. He went on he did a promo against it. He was doing something with The Rock, and
Yeah,
then
it
he was
was
like,
okay.
yeah, I mean, speaking of John Cena, what are your thoughts on him in Fast 9, apparently?
Oh, I get to talk. I wasn't sure if we are gonna talk about the trailer at all.
I did not watch the trailer. I've been so busy, and honestly, I really don't give a fuck, and I know nothing about the franchise. So I'm gonna give it all to you, man. What is your take on Fast 9, and what do you expect out of the movie?
Man, I did. I was disappointed. Okay, so to start this out, like I love the Fast and Furious movies. I've seen every single one of them. I think they're best. I think they're the best James Bond movies, the best Mission Impossible movies, like the best Bourne movies. Like they are whatever genre they want to be. They are fucking awesome at it. They're some of the best action movies. And so when I saw Hobbs and Shaw, for instance, like the one came before, I was disappointed because I felt like the action was okay and the fighting was just not that good. I'm like, you know what? Fast and Furious, I guess it's already peaked. This is when it's gonna go downhill. And then I hear nine. I'm like, John Cena. I'm like, he's not really that good of an actor. I mean, he was okay in Bumblebee, but I've never really liked him. So I'm sitting watching the trailer, and I'm like, yo, okay, whoa, holy shit, what the fuck is that? Holy shit, who the fuck are you? How did you do that? Oh my god, that's a fight! Like everything that I want, some crazy car shit that I'm like, wow, you keep topping yourselves. Like the bridge scene, I'm like, that is some cartoony levels of amazingness, and I can't wait to see that on the big screen. The fucking whatever the fuck he was doing, some Uncharted shit where he's like swinging a car around the cliff. I'm like, yo, that looked cool as hell. And then seeing John Cena fucking fighting cars all on top of another car, and he's fighting Dom. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. Like, there's not a single bad shot in here. And then they even have some stuff for me. They have some choreographed fighting where they're throwing people through walls and shit. I'm like, this has everything that I want. This seems like it's gonna be crazier and better than the last one, and I'm fucking excited. John Cena is like a threat. I feel like they're doing
See,
too
that's
similar
what's
to.
crazy about that. It's like everyone knows John Cena's the shit, and like he's always like the hero in all these movies. To see him as a villain, I'm like, this is what wrestling fans want, and we never get to see.
Yeah,
We're seeing a
and
whole new side of him. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
the only thing I issue have is I feel okay. There's two things I have issues with. One, I feel like they're doing exactly the same thing they did with Idris Elba and Hobbs and Shaw, where he's just a super powerful dude. And I was like, okay, you kind of already did that, but maybe the set pieces will be better. The other thing I hate from a literary standpoint is why did the movies always feel the need to do this where the villain has to have some sort of emotional connection to the main character by way of family member. We already saw this with fucking we already saw this in Rise of Skywalker. We see this a lot of times where it's like I am related to you and you're a villain. Like I get this whole series is about family, but this is a common trope. I'm not mad about this movie for doing it. I'm mad about this trope for existing because it always happens. The fucking angel has fallen. It's his friend. He has some sort of emotional connection to his best friend. So it's like, what the fuck? Why does every villain have to be someone you fucking play tennis when you're like 12 with?
Yeah. Sorry if you guys heard some kind of like feedback there. I was trying to fucking comment in this particular chat, in our Facebook chat, and then it just played the video. I'm like, God, Facebook, you're like the worst for streaming. Like, no wonder why people don't fucking choose you. But anyways, Matthew Bedard in the chat. That's what I was trying to show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what he's saying. Funimation should. Oh, okay, that was about Fast and Furious. My bad. But I mean, he said what he said. You guys can read it right there. And by the way, Facebook. Sorry for not showing you guys as often. Once again, even XSplit doesn't like fucking Facebook. It's really hard to show you guys. But I'll try my best to give you guys some credit for being in there and hanging out with everybody else. But yeah, dude. I mean, John Cena kind of steals the trailer a little bit. I mean, like I said, I don't give a fuck about this, but the fact that he's there. And the fact that we're actually going to take him seriously, this might be one of the first movies that John Cena can take advantage of that might catapult him to maybe being competitive with The Rock.
Well, I mean, that happened with The Rock in Fast 5. Like, The Rock was like starting to really get there, but when Fast 5 came out, and he goes from like being kind of the hero to being the abject villain. Like he's hurting and murdering people in that movie, and then after that, like that franchise made like $1 billion and became this like crazy movie, and his stardom started getting more and more as. Like I'm not saying 100% is because of the Fast and Furious franchise, but that really did catapult him. It made him like a well-known figure in the movies. And John Cena's had a couple times, but like clearly they're going to basically make him as action and as good at fighting as Dom is. So it's like I honestly cannot wait to see this fucking movie for him and for everyone they're adding in here.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Fast 9 is coming out. I guess I would imagine relatively soon, but we'll see what happens.
They probably get a summer blockbuster, sometime in like April, May.
Yeah. One of the last things we're going to talk about really quick. I have to bring this up because I just brought it up yesterday. Technically,
What's up?
Linda Hamilton has been on a roll of saying or
Again?
doing shit that's pissing me off. Like now, girl, I'm not saying I'll ever cancel you because you're basically my movie mom, and I love you very much. But Jesus Christ, so she just went and just for some, I'm gonna like kind of paint the picture for people. She just did an interview recently with an article, basically saying, "Hey, I don't want to come back to the Terminator franchise. Audiences are unpredictable, as well as
Yeah.
I'm above this shit, right? It's kind of below me." And she didn't actually say that, but just there's so many words when you read the entire article that kind of lends itself to thinking that that's what she meant. Which is fine. I get it. It's cool to hate Dark Fate, so obviously she's gonna want to do that shit. Chris Ayers, how's it doing? How's it going, man? JP in the chat, he's back. Nice to see you over here too. Me and I talk about comic books as well, JP. I saw what you were saying last night in the Ringside Hangout. But yeah, though the thing is over here, so she doesn't want to do that anymore because it's below her. But now I read some news on Bloody Disgusting that she's going to Sci-Fi of all places, man. Fucking Sci-Fi. And her whole thing is that she's going to be doing a recurring role on the series Resident Alien, which, by the way, does anything else scream B-movie or B-show more than that title?
Well, again, I disagree with your statement that she says the Terminator's above her. She's above it. I think she just doesn't want to deal with that franchise anymore because again, there hasn't been a good Terminator. There hasn't been a Terminator movie people liked for almost 30 fucking years, 20 years. So it's like I don't blame her for not wanting to fucking come back.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of her statements were right, where it's like, yeah, audiences are unpredictable, and she doesn't feel it, necessary to fucking spend, $200 million on a movie where it's like, yeah, you don't know how audiences are. Like, if Terminator Dark Fate came out at the height of if Genesis didn't happen and Terminator Dark Fate happened instead,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been a situation where people would have liked it more. I just think audiences have been so burnt out about that movie that it's like, yeah, you're not going to get that going again. You're not going to get that money. So and she's like, well, I want to actually work and actually, do something that's going to give me more than one paycheck. And doing something on television is fine. I don't think I'd ever work like fuck Sci-Fi is a network. They cancel their shows every chance they fucking get. I was like interested in Krypton, then they canceled it. They do that all the fucking time. So Resident Alien's like, yeah, get a paycheck, and then it's gonna get canceled in the fucking season.
But that's the thing, like that's gonna be a big paycheck. She's fucking Linda Hamilton, so she is technically like the entire budget.
She's
of
not
this
as big
show.
as she used to be.
That's true. Kilgore, I think he's in the wrong place. Like, hello, children of the toast. It's like, no, we're not that. We don't post pictures of naked women and say it's okay, and then also post pictures of naked dudes and delete them and get mad about it. So we're definitely not children of the toast. Sorry, that may have come across a little salty, didn't it?
A little bit.
Sorry. But anyways, no offense to any children of that particular toast in this call. But no, man. We gotta talk about that, Mauricio. Thank you. Amber Heard. Have you heard about that whole? Have you heard? Wow. Did you listen to the audio of the Amber Heard?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I heard people saying a few things, but I'm like, I'm not. I know too little information. I'm not getting involved in this.
Yeah, the only thing I will say is that and I'm gonna just leave it in my face. I don't want to even slightly go to Alan because who knows? I might get in trouble for even saying this. But I think that both of them are wrong. I did listen to the audio. There's a point where she even screams out saying like, "Hey, I wasn't fucking punching you. I was hitting you." And he's just like, wait, what the fuck is that? You had your fist pulled up. I can't remember what form my fist was in, you fucking pussy, you little bitch. And it's like, okay, here's the biggest thing about that. Somebody's obviously recording, and it sounds very, very clear that Johnny Depp's recording. And he's in the right. I mean, he was being victimized by this girl. She beat him up and everything. It's fucked up. He shouldn't be hating people. That's not fucking cool. But at the same time, everything he's saying sounds so much like he's being super, super careful. He's recording enough. He's making sure all of his words are so in the victim zone. You kind of can tell he's playing a chess game. While her not having a clue what's going on, she's just losing her mind emotionally and also saying that he's wrong for some shit too. So even though, yes, Amber Heard looks very, very bad in that audio, I gotta tell you guys, man, in the chat, some of these guys, especially guys that are like Johnny Depp that have so much money behind them and whatever, it's just like you gotta be careful. He might be playing a chess game, y'all, and don't let that shit like just kind of go by your wayside and not realizing that he's not stupid. He wants you guys to believe the way he's coming across because he's gonna go to court and shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, just one of those things. I don't think anyone's innocent. Please, people, do not take a side because obviously, not even me, none of us know the whole fucking story. So yeah, it is what it is. But anyways, and by the way, chat, like while we're talking about the next thing, let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys hear it and what did you guys feel about it? But yeah, Resident Alien. Someone said
I'm
in the
so
chat.
tired of fucking goddamn celebrities' personal lives like being like thrown to the public too. It's just like
Yeah.
what? Why exactly do we need to know this? I mean, sometimes like basically it comes out like, oh, this person's a rapist, stuff like that. We're just like, okay, that's good to know. So we don't support this person. If it's like marital spouts and shit like that, like keep that between y'all.
I mean, it did end with like violence and blood, so it's like, but then people want to know everything about a celebrity, about everything. So it's like,
Yeah.
it makes sense that stuff always fucking comes out because everyone wants to know every little detail and aspect of a person's life. And it's like,
Plus,
Like
yeah.
I don't like either one of these fucking two. I'm just like, oh,
I mean, I
like
like Amber Heard and fucking Aquaman. That's about it.
Well, another thing too to bring up about this is like I think that people the reason why they want to know so much because I agree with you, Jet. Like I've never give a fuck about celebrities, but I will say that at a certain point we've already been so what do you call that, like so supportive of so many actors just because of their acting stuff, and we've accidentally supported pieces of shit. Like I can't tell you how many things I love that horrible people have provided me in the
I used
industry.
to be a huge fan of Liam Neeson.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that a big part of this, that I think people want to know so much is like, yo, did Johnny Depp actually hurt somebody? Do I have to cancel his movies and not like fucking think about how much I
the
love him?
canceling thing's bullshit too. Because goddamn well know, like everyone's gonna watch all these. If you already support the fucking like celebrity, unless they did something really really fucking unforgivable, like they're
Kevin
not gonna
Spacey.
get canceled. Like they're not. And most of the time, like it's it's a select few people that actually still do like so. Well, actually, I can't even say that. A handful of people that still support a celebrity after they do something pretty terrible. But I mean, like the only people that I actually saw like 100% get canceled were the fucking Dixie Chicks. So far.
Okay,
Yeah, what is
it depends on how popular you were prior. Like you had a situation where Kevin Spacey fucking's life just ended. Like but he's slowly come back. Like look at Louis C.K. where it's like he got canceled for a while. People were there canceling every gig he was in.
Yeah, but
But
he was still getting work, and there was still like a whole bunch of supporters of him. Like no one actually truly gets canceled.
no, but they forgave. They eventually got over it. That's what ends up happening. Like no one stays. The idea of cancel culture happens, but it's usually an immediate response. It usually doesn't happen forever. Like it eventually they end up coming back if there's enough. Like Louis C.K. still draws an audience, so he eventually came back. Some people are not going to forgive him for a while, but it ends up happening. James Gunn never really got canceled, even though if it was anybody
No,
else, he would have.
he didn't even get removed from
his work? Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
he did for about a month.
no, it came out that he really didn't. They still kept him on board.
Yeah. Which is fucking crazy, but it's like, you know what, they kept him off long enough for him to go and do some other thing, which made him even more successful, to be honest. I mean, he should probably say thank you for people that wanted to cancel him, where they had to do that, because look at Brightburn. I mean, yeah, it wasn't a great movie for critics and everything, but the dude was working on that while still somewhat going to be working on the next Marvel project. It's like, that dude really, really benefited from this whole situation, which is kind of frustrating. I really hate that. Hate everything that's going on with James Gunn, to be honest. I feel strongly about that shit, and I really wish people would feel the same way, but they don't. Looking up here in the chat, though, Marie said, yeah, at the end of the day, it's a fight between a couple that should not be public business. That's very
Yeah,
true.
like my whole thing is just like why is everyone else getting it? If this is just a marital spout and like there's stuff between them, why is everyone else getting involved? Like my whole thing is like a lot of these people basically like coming after these celebrities in their own relationships are probably also doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's just like it's weird to me.
No, it's extremely fucking weird.
I'm
People
I'm
get
really
so
tired about here about fucking. Oh, they got divorced because of this. They got divorced because of this. This cheating scandal went on. Like I'm tired of it.
Yeah, Mauricio saying there's a petition to remove her from Aquaman 2, and then on that too, Chris Ayers says, how much do you guys want to bet that she gets Terrence Howard in Aquaman 2?
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. She's too important to how the quality of Aquaman. She was great.
Oh no, that's not the issue because I mean they canceled the House of Cards and Kevin Spacey was a lead when his shit came out. But it's one of the situations where it's like how much groundswell is it getting because this is a marital spout between two people and it's like essentially what's happening is at most the harm is happening between those two where as we need something like Kevin Spacey where they straight up canceled House of Cards and they did the 6th season without him. It was essentially serial offenses that I'm not sure if it was minors, but it felt like I think it was something like that where it's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, we cannot be associated with you. the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing, both of them are still getting work. Both of them are still gonna work. So it's like it's really just an issue between them where they're just not gonna ever work together ever again.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. But yeah, Chris saying he loves Aquaman, but he would still say that she was pretty terrible in the movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
you could be wrong on that, but I loved her in that movie.
Yeah, I liked her too, and I hate that movie, and I liked her in it. But like, that's the thing is like whether I mean that's all subjective. The thing is like, she has such a big part, and I mean to Alan's point, yeah, like Kevin Spacey had a huge part too, but he was fucking wiped out. The only difference is I think that her being up or even punching whatever you want to call it, Johnny Depp, is a lot different than Kevin Spacey for years fondling little boys. So
Yeah, and lying about it and covering it up. It's like he was hurting multiple people behind the scenes and using his freaking prowess and power as a celebrity. Where at the end of the day, this is a marital spot. He has a horrible shirt, but at the end of the day, there are two consenting adults harming each other, which means that whoever wants to work with them or doesn't want to work with them has to take that into account.
Yep, pretty much, yeah. And I mean, yeah, that might hurt them in a couple of fucking movies, but at the same time, are they really starving here, man? I think they're okay.
Neither of them are, yeah.
But yeah, let me see what else is going on here really quick. I'm gonna actually ask you about this. This will be the last time. I know I was gonna end off earlier, but no, I want to see what you think about this. Have you ever played Fatal Frame?
No.
No. Okay, so basically, Fatal Frame is a game where it's first person, but it's not a shooter technically. You're a girl walking around. I mean, I'm talking about Fatal Frame.
Oh, was
2
it the
mostly.
ghost game?
Yes. Yep. And you gotta take a picture when it's like the closest and scariest and clearest.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never played it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah, not sure if Shinji Mikami made it. I can't remember who. People in the chat, if you guys can tell me who actually made it, but definitely within the realms of Resident Evil, Silent Hill, all that stuff. And apparently, this one particular guy, Christopher Gans, is saying he's working on a new Silent Hill and Fatal Frame movie. So Silent Hill, I mean, we could talk about that all day. I'm actually sick to death of the Silent Hill movie concept because it didn't work twice. And I mean, subjectively, I actually liked the first one, but they failed twice, and I just don't think there's a lot there for something to happen on screen. Like we have The Ring, we have The Grudge, we have all these other horror movies that are basically just like Silent Hill, so whatever with that. But Fatal Frame is something that I'm very, very curious to see because here's the thing, man. We hear about Resident Evil every fucking day. We hear about Gears, all these games that could get movies, but we don't hear shit about Fatal Frame. Do you think it'd be really cool to see a video game that's not talked about get a movie adaptation so it doesn't feel like it's just a cash grab?
That's because the idea of Fatal Frame is like, yeah, a bunch of people taking photos. Like, I don't know the story of the game, so I don't know how the fuck they're gonna make that concept into nothing to a movie. But I'm sure people love the game, so I'm sure there's a good story behind it. But yeah, I think people have this obsession with turning video games into movies for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why people have this obsession where it's like, if they said, oh, we're making new Silent Hill and Fatal Frame games, I'm like, that's cool. Movies? Why? Like
Yeah.
I don't get this concept. And yeah, I love The Witcher. I think The Witcher is fucking great. Castlevania is great too. So I think like this idea of adapting them, but it's like I don't understand why these are necessary for you to enjoy it. It's the same issue I have with, oh, we got to make every animated feature a live action show. Like, no, we don't. The medium in which they started was made for that. The reason Fatal Frame works the way it does, the reason Silent Hill works the way it does, the reason Resident Evil works the way it does, is because it was made for a video game. It was made for you to control. It was made for you to walk down a corridor so that they can plan things. When it comes to a movie, all they're going to do is try to replicate the same things, but because you're not having a control in your hand, you're not going to get as scared or feel the same things, which means you got to do something different. That's why Resident Evil movies just became action movies, because I was way more able to do it than trying to make a slow horror movie.
No, I definitely agree. And in the chat, Raheem was talking about Clock Tower. We're going to talk about Clock Tower right now. If you guys want to hear us talk about Clock Tower, definitely watch this afterwards. You guys know, we're going to be bringing it up, so fast forward to it. But we're going to go ahead and do an ad really quick. I'm very obligated to actually pull this off because I haven't done an ad this entire time. So we will be right back. We'll see you very, very soon. Do not go anywhere, bruh. Now, as far as Clock Tower, I'm going to bring this up to you because Raheem brought it up.
The fuck is Clock Tower?
This is a PS1 game, and here's the thing. It doesn't look great. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's whatever. But I think that hey there, buddy. That's Wikipedia. It's like speaking of Clock Tower, we'll just show you fucking everything. But no, I thought that this game. I don't like the fixed camera angles. I mean, like look at this over here. That looks annoying just looking at it. Imagine how hard that fucking level is.
Yeah.
But the thing is I don't know if you played the Alone in the Dark game, and then a sequel to it. Obviously, the movie was terrible, done by Uwe Boll.
Oh, Uwe yeah, he's the one that was notorious for making video game movies. It just never worked out. I don't think
Yeah.
he's ever made a single good one.
Oh no, they're fucking terrible. But the idea of the atmosphere that they could bring out, I'm like, dude, like that shit's cool. And you're looking at this, I'm like, this is fucking cool. Like this person with the scissors. Imagine like, well, I mean, I don't want them to be a little person. Honestly, that's kind of silly.
I
But
did. I think that'd be amazing.
well, really, just like this.
Yeah,
huge ass
imagine them
scissors?
just coming out from the ground. You're just kind of walking. You just see scissors. You're like, oh shit! And the person just jumps up from the ground. You're ready. You're looking up, and the person's down. Just damn near cuts your legs off. Like they can do that.
Doesn't make you think of something like, because I'm thinking of like how Jet gets mad at Chucky, where she's like, man, I'll beat that fucking doll's ass. Get the
Yeah,
fuck
but
out
I
of
don't
here.
think Jet would ever say, "I'll like for someone with dwarfism, I'll kick your goddamn ass." That's still a person at the end of the day, not a doll.
Jet, would you be able to beat the scissor person's ass in this particular game, Cloud Tower?
I wouldn't try to like. He's almost like half her height, so no. Also, he's carrying fucking scissors.
Like
Yeah.
big scissors too, that are the size of him. That motherfucker's strong.
Something about scissors is scary as fuck, man. Like I don't know why, but like it's just I feel like it'd be really easy to accidentally cut your finger, which to be honest, it probably isn't that easy. But just the idea of like these are made for cutting, and that's the only fucking thing. It's kind of like, I don't know, I don't like that. Is there any particular weapons that kind of scare you? Like it's not just the character behind the weapon, but something that's like, oh man, like he'll do damage with that fucking thing.
A saw.
A saw.
No, yeah, any sort of saw or chainsaw or stuff like that. Because like
Damn it, you
you're
said what I was
only
gonna
picking
say.
that up to just be as brutal as humanly possible. Like you get a sword that's exclusively designed to cut through people. You get a harpoon. You get a machete. Yeah, that's designed to cut people. A chainsaw is not designed to cut people. It's designed to cut wood because it's way more solid. So you getting a chainsaw is like, oh god, you're ready to fuck this guy up to the point where he's dead the moment he gets hit.
Yeah, and just like that noise of, and he's just walking. I'm like, ooh, fuck.
Yeah, because I had that argument with a buddy of mine where I'm like, in a zombie apocalypse, a chainsaw is a terrible weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, right? I look at
It's
Dawn of
really
the Dead
hard to
remake.
wield, and as soon as you hit one zombie, well, you're stuck. So,
But I think
fuck.
like in the real world, like that Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing, like that shit's fucking horrifying, bro. Like,
Well, yeah, because he would fuck him up. Like, if you hit the chest with it, you're dead. There's no hospital for you because it's grinding up your internal organs. Like, that's what it does. It has little teeth on and it grinds it up. That's how you get through a tree so fast, is because a tree's solid. You're not solid, you're squishy.
you know what the scariest weapon in a video game for me is? And
What?
it's probably the goriest, although I mean it's kind of old, so you're not gonna get the point. But good old Donkey Kong with that fucking barrel. He throws a barrel
Barrel?
at you and it kills you. Can you imagine how heavy that barrel is?
I mean,
Good
yeah,
Lord.
I've dealt with barrels before. I mean, okay, I mean,
just
to each
straight
their own, I guess.
He's just straight up throwing them at you. And then think about Mario. No one brings this up, but Mario kills people by jumping on their fucking head. Gears of War, you can't do that. In Gears of War, like you gotta curb stomp somebody when they're already down. Mario jumps so high in the fucking air, and he's so fucking strong that he devours you upon landing back down. That is
What about
some
Kirby?
badass.
Kirby fucking eats you.
Yep, exactly. Kirby, that's perfect. Kirby is scary as fuck if you think about it.
Like,
yeah.
oh, he's fucking devouring people whole and absorbing their essence so they can get
and
powers for
still
10
looking
seconds.
cute, which is like that's not good either, you know.
I am death, the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, man. Like if you guys honestly do not see our point in that, think about Freddy Krueger in Wes Craven's New Nightmare. There's a point in that fucking movie. Let me see if I can find the still. Here it is. This is easily one of the scariest Freddy Krueger moments when he's trying to eat Dylan. Do you remember this? Look at that
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
face. That's Kirby shit right there, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the way
It
he says,
is. They probably took the teeth out because it'd be too creepy for fucking Kirby to have. But yeah, Kirby, that's like, what the fuck? Yo, Kirby is a fucking monster.
yeah, I love this scene so much too. Even like right before he does it, he's just like, "Hey Dylan, I'm gonna eat you up." Like he's just so calm about it. I'm just like, "Oh, dude, there's something."
Yeah, out of the fucking top, like out of the, if you talk about like all the freaking Nintendo icons, you have Mario, Link, Kirby at the top. Kirby is probably the most brutal, with Mario coming in second. Link just has a sword; he'll just stab you. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. No, but in all seriousness, I think and I just didn't want to say this because it's so fucking obvious. But Resident Evil Nemesis, this guy, he had
Whatever.
a bazooka, dude, and he would
Who
walk
gives
around.
who gives a shit? Like this guy's just a fucking. He's the same thing as Mr. X, just with a bit more going on.
Yeah, but like this whole thing too, like his hand, he has like this fucking these do you call them? Like, I don't even know what like, I'm having a brain fart basically, but these things come out of his tentacles. They're called, but they're
Yeah.
really sharp, and it goes into your mouth, wiggles you around, fucks up all your insides, or it goes through you and impales you, and then it can even like stab you and poison you. Like there's so much to this dude's fucking stuff, and when you hear that stars, it's like it's so fucking scary. I cannot wait. I hope they don't fuck this up, but I cannot wait to Resident Evil 3 Nemesis remake, dude. Alan, are you
Yeah,
gonna
it's
get
coming
it?
out soon. Yeah, I'll get it. I mean, hopefully I enjoy it more than what was that fucking game? Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I remember
Uh,
when you gave it. You said it was like the 9 worst of the year or something. It was crazy when you said that. So yeah.
I don't give a shit. I'll defend it. Like that game is just honestly, the game's just not that interesting. Its internal logic is completely fucking stupid. The enemies feel more like obstacles than anything in your real path. So once I got to the hang of their animation, I would just duke and jive and get the fuck out of the way. The only real good part of the game is maybe the last ending because apparently that's the only newest part, and by that point, you essentially understand the stupid logic the game has, so you kind of just roll with it. But the game itself is just really not that fun. I much more enjoyed Resident Evil 7 and 6 and some of the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, even 5 and everything. I mean, I know 5 is bad as far as like
5 is
atmosphere.
a terrible game.
Well, I mean, okay. Do you mean mechanics?
Yes, everything about that game is fucking terrible and stupid.
Okay. Well, shit. Here's the thing. To your point, I will meet you in the middle here. The AI Sheva was fucking abysmal.
Oh no, I played it co-op the entire time.
Oh, then, damn! You didn't have fun with your homie?
No, meanwhile, I was looking at my buddy. I'm like, "Yo, this game fucking sucks, dude. Can we play RE6 instead?" Like, because it's just honestly because I love Resident Evil 4 so much. That's why I ended up buying it full price. I was like, "Yo, I have to fucking play this because I love RE4." And I'm like, "Man, the inventory in this game sucks. Why did I buy a vest that is supposed to increase my inventory, but the vest takes up an inventory slot? Why does it take up an inventory slot? I can't get rid of it? What? Who the fuck designed this game? Okay, the shooting. I'm like, well, the shooting feels kind of stiff, and the enemy and the too close quarters, so you can't tell where enemies come from. Why do I have a cover system?
Yeah,
Who's
that
shooting
was
at me?
That was a useless ass cover system. Holy shit!
You can only do like 4 times in the whole game.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, this game is so fucking unbelievably dumb.
But like even to that point, because I know what they're trying to do. I mean, you know what they're trying to do, right?
No.
Like, okay, guess about another franchise that came around the same time that were doing some of these things that you're complaining about them doing a shittier version of.
Are you talking about Gears of War?
Yes, I feel like
Gears
they're
of,
trying to
no,
do
actually, I do blame Gears of War for that because I hate Gears 1, but Gears popularized the cover system, so every third-person shooter for like a good 5 years.
Dark
had a
Sector right here.
I love Dark Sector.
No, me too. But they're trying to do that too, and I was like, look, this is cool, and I love this game and everything, but you guys are like. This is like so much like Gears of War. It's like, dude, just pay what you gotta pay, and just have Gears also develop for Sony systems.
Oh no, this was way better than Gears, like in every way. Like I like the story better. I think the glaive was cooler. The shooting was like a lot of fun. I fucking love the hell out of that game. I've never beaten it because there's a boss fight that's super difficult. I just never could figure out how to beat. But I love the fuck out of Dark Sector. I wish they made a sequel. They didn't. The company ended up making. I believe that company went and made Warframe actually.
Really, that makes a lot of sense. And I remember too, there was like a good 2 years where all these games had the word dark in the title, like Dark Void, Dark Sector, The Darkness, Darkness 2.
Yeah, me and my buddies, so we went through that. We're like, man, we're like, let's go through all the games we can think of that have dark in it.
Yeah, there was Dark Ages there.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Dark Souls 2. Yeah, it was fucking insane around that time. So, yeah, man. By the way, somebody said I guess they did make Darkness 2. Raheem said. So, holy shit, that's actually pretty
Darkness
cool.
2 is a great game.
Yeah, man. That's something I feel I wish it would have continued on. I would like to hear more about the mob behind. What was
I wish they did too, but the game didn't sell. Like I re-downloaded it because I got to rebeat it. But yeah, the game didn't end up selling. So they're like the first game is weird because the first game is just a Metroid game. Like you have to unlock certain abilities and powers, and there's like time travel elements. Well, not really. It's more of like Purgatory, World War One. It's fucking weird as shit. But it was a fun ass game. And then the second one, it ends up being more linear, but ends up being way more just as much fun, but in a different way. And they changed the art style, and it's like there's a lot of good stuff going on. But I always wanted a third one, especially with the way the second one ended.
You know what's funny? They actually made a movie from Darkness. Did you know that?
Did they?
Yeah, it's really cool. Sony had it, but they had a different name for it. It was called Venom, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
I actually think it was a pretty good movie.
It's honestly, yeah, you're not wrong, except for like it's way less brutal. but it's the same. Like you look up a picture of the darkness tentacles, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But oh, there's so much cool elements to the darkness. Like, uh, okay, so he has his demons around, but unless he's trying to kill you, no one can see it.
Yeah.
So they'll hang around, but unless he's trying to kill you, they're invisible. So he's killing, and in order to kind of feast it, he has to eat the people's hearts. So everyone just thinks he's a demon. The people know he has the darkness.
Yeah, that's what's so cool about this, man. Is like, and the dialogue from the characters that you're killing or eating, because they have to eat them too sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, they're reacting like, "What is that? I can feel something pull on me. What the fuck?" And these two things right here, which they have personalities, they're making jokes. You know, they're like, "Hey, that was good. You want some more? Yeah, I
But
want
it's
some more
not
too."
these things. Basically, what it is, the darkness has a voice.
Hmm.
So the tentacles are just manifestations of the darkness, but the darkness has this really weird. That's probably why you love it. The voice is so like it's hard to describe because I don't even want to attempt it. But it's like imagine if Freddy Krueger was less jokey and more like sinister, Jackie, and it's like
Yeah,
it is so like people that read the comic love the voice because it's like that's exactly what they imagined.
it's creepy as fuck because they're like slimy. They're like, it's like they're like, you know, when you're so hungry, your mouth is watering, but like they're watering for death. They're just like,
Yeah,
I can use some fucking death right now.
exactly.
It's like, wow, that's so cool, dude. Like, wow, I do want to play this right fucking now,
Yeah,
bro.
I
Like,
downloaded the other day. I got to rebeat that fucking game. I beat it like 4 times.
yeah, man. Right? He was is Nick and Alan the Darkness, dude. Man, I would like to do voiceover for that. I'll
Oh
just
hell no!
put back of Doritos in front of my hungry ass, and just all day I'm just yelling like, yeah, the cheese. You know, you know what it reminds me of too? Scott
up?
McNeil, the voice actor that used to do so many characters on Beast Wars, and I know I've been bringing up Beast Wars a lot lately, but it reminds me of Dinobot. He has such a great voice. I used to love how he would like hunger for war. You know what I mean? But goddamn, man, yeah, I love voice acting is really great. One thing too, last night I was just kind of bored, I couldn't go to sleep, and what you call it? I was just looking up like other things Robert Englund's done. Did you know that he was a vulture on Spectacular Spider-Man?
Really? Okay, no, I never watched it. I think the theme song for Spectacular Spider-Man is great. I just never watched the show just because I never had access to it till it got canceled.
Yeah, man, no, but he's vulture in there. I'm gonna show this thing really quick, y'all. And it's funny because they made him look like Freddy Krueger. He has like that big witch nose.
Okay, yeah, they kind of did do that, yeah.
Yeah, and then another thing too, I didn't know this either. And did you ever watch Regular Show?
No, no, I didn't.
Okay, well, this is a character in Regular Show named Pops, and he talks like this, and oh, it's a mouse on a keyboard. I can't believe it. He's talking like that all the fucking time. Well, he has a alternate evil side who's not fucking happy at all. He's very angry. He's not gooey like Pops is, but he's Freddy Krueger, and he does the Freddy voice through the show. You know, like he's just very
Okay.
like, I mean, he beats the fuck out Pops. You know, and he's just like, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do all this stuff. And it's so cool to just hear Freddy Krueger be on something so goofy and so silly, and yet still kind of bring something horrifying to it, you know. So I love it. I love Freddy Krueger so much, and I like voice acting. But anyways, with all that said, the people, I think Corey's actually on right now. Yeah, I just went over there right now. He's actually doing 8-Bit Crumbs. So you guys can go over there and watch the 8-Bit Crumbs, do your thing, hang out, all that good shit. But me and Alan are gonna get the fuck out of here and go right into the Discord, right into the after At least I am. Also too, we're gonna be doing something different tonight. I'm gonna be making different rooms. So if we want to talk about wrestling, we can do that. If you guys want to talk about your movies and argue, we can do that too. So with that said, though, Mr. Alan Shakespeare, why don't you tell people what you got planned on, where they can find you, what you've been doing?
Alrighty then. So if you actually go to chat tag, there should be an embed link to the Metropolis. That's where we are doing all sorts of stuff. We literally just did an episode today, so that'll probably be up in the next couple of days. Be sure to check out all the other stuff like ARPG, Back in the Deck, and all other affiliates. And actually get ready for Vegas, which is happening in exactly 2 weeks. We will be down in Vegas from the 14th to the 16th, and we have all sorts of planned events, including a live show that we're doing. So go to the Metropolis and check out all of the information there.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be cool. Yeah, good old Vegas, man. I don't know who else is going. If you guys are in the chat right now, make sure to let us know if you guys are gonna be over there doing things as well. We'll hang out with you, we can chill with you and everything. Good God, Alan, it's gonna be very weird to be in the vicinity of you again, and hope that you don't beat my ass for talking shit to you or making fun of you.
A little bit. I'm gonna beat your ass.
It's gonna be in my room. He's gonna be knocking there like, "Hey, motherfucker!" I'm
No,
sorry.
it's on site at the airport.
Yeah. By the way, well, we'll talk about that later. Man, I was about to ask you personal shit. I'm like, hey, what time you landing? Like, yeah, we'll do that shit. Anyways,
I think I'm
guys.
coming in noon.
Yeah, Super Bowl weekend on DT. Actually, one more thing. This I will ask you live on the show. would you be available to do anything for the Super Bowl tomorrow? Like, do you like watching football during these times or no?
I mean, I'll watch it with y'all if y'all are chilling, but I don't not go out of my way. Like, I get off work. Like, the thing is, my buddy, the reason I'm even working this weekend is because my buddy loves the Super Bowl. So he booked the time off. He specifically like, I want this day off. So I'm actually filling his place.
Oh,
So
wow.
I have no idea by the time I get back home if it's still going to be on.
Well, if it is still on, we'll definitely hang out. And
If
shit
y'all
out.
doing a Discord and watching it, I'll fucking pop in. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Gary, that makes no sense. But anyways, with that said, we're getting the fuck out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for so long. We really, really, really appreciate it. And it's time to get out of here. So, with that said, people, attack the god Dane. Chad, it's so loud. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Here it is. Booyah.
Yes, it is. Go watch 8-Bit Crumbs and go watch them poorly played video games.
Yes. With the puppet. I don't know how he does that. Can someone please explain to me how Corey does the fucking puppet thing? It makes no sense.
Probably is a hand puppet. I don't know. I don't know what you want to tell you.
Possibly. God damn it. Poo poo. And pee pee. And pee pee too.